All right, if at first you don't succeed, another ballot, another vote. That's the mood right now in the House, where it looks like Kevin McCarthy has failed in his first attempt to get enough votes to become the next Speaker of the House. Chad Pergram in Washington with more on where we go now. Chad.
Well, Neil, what's going on right now is they are trying to figure out if they're going to have an immediate second vote. They're doing all the tallying right now, the official tallying. They will announce that from the dais. Cheryl Johnson, who is the Democratic Clerk of the House, keep in mind that Republicans are supposed to be in control right now, but the holdover, the Democratic Clerk of the House, Cheryl Johnson, she is in charge until the Republicans elect a speaker, be that today or a few days from now. She will announce the tally, and then we will determine what happens next. Could we have other nominating speeches? We don't know. This has not happened in 100 years, 1923, where it finally took them 3 days to re-elect Speaker Frederick Gillette of Massachusetts. Will the House adjourn? By rule, they're supposed to go immediately to another vote. Will they ask anybody if they need to change their votes? That's possible. Again, we haven't been to this point in 100 years. Now, what is significant about the roll call vote that we just went through is that there were 19 votes by name against Kevin McCarthy for somebody else. Votes for Jim Jordan, votes for Andy Biggs, votes for Jim Banks, the Republican congressman from Indiana. None of them have as many votes as Kevin McCarthy, but McCarthy did not get an outright majority of the entire House for votes by name. So there were 434 members who responded to the quorum call to begin the Congress. There's one vacancy. Donald McKeechin of Virginia died. So the magic number, everybody votes by name, is 218. Kevin McCarthy was well below this. And I think what the news here is, Neil, is that it was kind of shocking that he did not have fewer people who were voting against him by name. Now, on one hand, it could be expected that you would have most people offer their protest votes on the first ballot. But I've been told in the past 2 or 3 hours here, since the Republicans had this very contentious meeting this morning, that the opponents of Kevin McCarthy, they have steeled their resolve. And this is where Kevin McCarthy says, I'm just going to stay in. And if it takes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 votes, however many it is, we're going to continue to vote. At what point, if this meter does not move and say it's 19 people or say even more people start to drop off, does Kevin McCarthy drop out, Neil?
His future if he does.
It's unclear. I mean, we don't know. And again, the Freedom Caucus and the Andy Biggs wing of the Republican Party, they keep saying at this second ballot, they're going to put forth another name. We don't know who that person is going to be. They've talked about that for a long time now. So we'll see if they make good on that promise in the next few minutes.
All right. Thank you, my friend, very, very much.